Well, welcome to Monday morning. I'm just down in my basement doing laundry. How's everybody's weekend been? I hope it went well and everything. I have to admit, I got a lot done, and so on and so forth. And I'm just been busy taking care of the house and everything. I'm going to tell you one thing though. Our trash has been picked up along with our recycling. Don't have to worry about that for several more days. And right now the stores are getting the back to school stuff for the kids in our area because they start in late August. When, I don't know when, and I'm not worried about it. I figured let them enjoy their summer break right now because I figured next month, since it'll start getting dark earlier, closer to 8 o'clock. Right now it just gets dark right around 9, but I just say enjoy yourself and everything. Right now, this time of year, and as we get older, it's okay to divide up your work. Like one day you might have a week's worth of laundry to do. That's fine. And then next day, you might have grocery shopping to do. Another day, besides bill paying. And so on and so forth. I'm going to tell you one thing. It's not that hard. You might have gardening to do. I mean, this time of year, a lot of people are canning throughout July and August. And then September, it's usually by that time you're harvesting the last of your garden, crops, and that's it. Tell you, to be quite honest, the cost of living is high everywhere. A lot of people may have to rely on food assistance, rental assistance, and utility assistance, and that's fine. A lot of people do get free cell phones if they do qualify. A lot of people are on Medicaid, and that's fine. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Times are tough. You might have parents or grandparents who are disabled, due to a lot of things, a lot of factors, maybe the lifestyle they lived, and so on and so forth. But, once you start healing up and everything, things do get better. Yes, a lot of people do take medical marijuana in my area and everything. They have medical marijuana cards, and they just go across the river to a dispensary and get their medicine. I jokingly call it bootleg medicine. But I am for legalization of marijuana because it's good for pain and other medical conditions. And how it was outlawed back in the day, I don't know. And I don't care to know. It was probably right around the time I was a little kid and everything, didn't know anything about it. But I've seen many medical benefits of it. I knew of someone when I was growing up, I'm not going to say who, that had to take marijuana and everything for medical reasons. She went through a lot and everything when she lived out east. And to tell you the truth, she got better and everything. Some things you end up forgetting about as you get older, and that's okay. But to tell you the truth, it doesn't matter. And so on and so forth. Back then, marijuana was more milder. It just helped keep you calm, helps with pain, a lot of other things. I should know from what I saw of the person I knew growing up that had to take it for a medical reason. And I'm very sympathetic towards her. I understand what she's been through. And to tell you the truth, people just don't quite understand a lot of things about certain things. The cops still want CAPTEL legal, but I don't think that's a good idea. And those who do take it for medical reasons, they take it in the privacy of their own home. Even those who do it, you know, leisurely and everything, they do it in the privacy of their own home, or maybe it'd be a neighbor nearby that they do it with. Take their smoke their joint with or whatever. That's their business. I'm not going to care one way or another. It's okay. I know that people are against it, but I've seen the medical benefits of it myself. It keeps people calm, chill, takes away pain, and it helps people with a lot of medical conditions, and the list goes on, especially people that have cancer, because their chemotherapies can really wreck their appetites and everything. It's good for, helping with appetite, so they can at least eat and drink something. So, and it helps with nausea, and it's a lot cheaper than some of these expensive prescription medicines. And even if someone had surgery, you take that medical marijuana, it's going to really help with the pain afterwards, and it's less addictive than these other painkillers, they're opiates and everything. But there's a lot of safe medicines out there and everything, and even marijuana I consider pretty safe because you don't really get addicted to it, especially if you take it in a low dose. Lots of people do and everything. And it's misunderstood, yes, because there hasn't been a lot of research on it. Now they have more research on it today than it did yesteryear when it was made illegal and everything, and I think that was a mistake right there. And no, it's not a gateway drug to heavier things. I don't believe that for 1 second and everything. I'm going to tell you one thing. The police around here, a while back, I was taking a relative of mine to the laundromat and then to the grocery store and drop them back home and everything. And the cops pulled this one fellow over, and he had a medical marijuana card and all the other paperwork so he can get his medicine and everything. Cops pulled him over, and let's just put it this way, the cops ended up kicking rocks and ate a log crow to where they were passing feathers for a month. And I just stayed out of it and kind of got chuckled thinking, I have nothing against the police, to tell you the truth, but they can deal with a lot of things and so on and so forth. They just mainly deal with like robberies, burglaries, domestic disturbances and everything around in my area. But it's not all the time, or sometimes they might break up a house party and say, okay, or drag races in parking lots and at businesses near where I live and everything. But to tell you the truth, it is what it is. And we just have to learn to divide up our work, because some days you may have to mow the yard, some mornings. Other mornings you might be busy cleaning your house. Other days you might just be doing a bunch of laundry and everything. You want to do your laundry once a week, while others, like myself, would rather just do a quick load throughout the week. It's so much easier. But to be quite honest, I think that a lot of changes are being made in legislation and in the Senate House, Congress and the Senate, and the president, he can sign off on things and everything. It's pretty easy, to be quite honest, pass laws. A lot of police dogs are retrained, to not pay attention to marijuana anymore. Especially if people just bought it. It's in a bag, it's in their vehicle, but it's not being used until they get home that night and later on and take it like right around bedtime and go to sleep. Well, that's all I have to say for now. Everybody have a good day and talk to you again soon. Bye.